There's an easy chance at winning a Dragy GPS performance tracker. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel. One of the first 1,000 subscribers are going to be entered to win this Dragy GPS performance tracker. This thing tracks your quarter-mile time, 0 to 60, and even 60 to 130. It's super accurate and perfect if you're into tuning and racing cars. Do a live giveaway when it is finished. In the meantime, you get to see me do cool stuff like EcoBoost swap an 88 Ford Festiva, or turbo my S2000, or rotary swap a Datsun V210. So, if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely subscribe, and it automatically enters you to win a GPS performance tracker.
Alright, so here's the deal. I made a whole video about starting the Festiva, and then I went to go upload it, edit and upload it today with some other clips that I had taken of buttoning some stuff up here on the Festiva, and come to find out my audio wasn't working. So, instead of piecing it in with a vertical clip that I took of it starting, that's on my Instagram and TikTok and stuff, I'm going to do a whole nother video starting the Festiva. So what it ended up being, and I explained this in the video, was some mispin stuff on the ECU. I even went to the junkyard to try to get a matching ECU from a 1.6 liter. Tried that, still no RPM signal, and at that point I knew, okay, with no RPM signal on the 1.6 liter ECU, something's got to be wrong. So I dug into the camshaft position sensor, traced all the wires back to the ECU, and they were indeed on the wrong pinout on the ECU, which is okay because I was expecting some little stuff like that. So anyway, swapped the wires, car fired right up. And I didn't have the camera rolling, so I recorded it a second time starting with the camera going, and the audio was bad. So this will be the third time, and now the MAP sensor is hooked up correctly, so it should idle a little more stable. Anyways, without waiting anymore, here is the Festiva starting on the new harness. By the way, if you're not familiar with the Festiva, I've already had this car driving on the road. But there was an issue running a European ECU on a USDM Fiesta engine. So I worked with Jemsport to custom make a harness for the sake of me piecing together wiring and it taking me forever to get it done. And so the previous version of it on the European ECU, it was stuck in limp mode. And it was going to take tuning. Well, it turns out nobody in the US wants to touch or tune a European ECU. So now that I am on a USDM ECU, I can get all that stuff done, but I don't think it's going to be necessary because it shouldn't be in limp mode. It should be driving as intended. So here we are. There's a vacuum leak right here, and that's the part of the weird idle. unstable idle. We won't run it for too long because we obviously have no coolant. There she is, folks, minus some smoke here from the cooling system. That is the Fiesta ST engine in the 88 Ford Festiva. And so now I'm going to insert clips of me doing some stuff to it that is already done. So we're back out here working on the Festiva, and today I'm going to clean up the old stock Festiva wiring, get rid of all the unneeded stuff, route the Jemsport harness through the firewall, and I have to get a 2 1/8 inch grommet now, and then start working on the inside, mounting the ECU, trimming the dash a bit more to fit around the cage, and clean up some of that wiring, and then we should be good to go on the harness part of things. As you seen earlier in the video, I did get it fired up, so now it's time to get this thing put back together and back on the road. There's some stuff here and there that it needs, but it'll come together pretty quick, so I will be back. Alright, so I got the fuel pressure regulator mounted to the strut bar. I got some of the wires tucked away. I'm going to go ahead and pull most of this stuff out because it doesn't need to be in there. I only need turn signals and headlights. And then I got the new fuel pedal mounted. The dash is completely back in. The Jemsport is on the inside. I am going to probably lift it, put it on jack stands, and then adjust the rear suspension height, as well as take these plastic fender flares off because those are coming out. This is going to be where the official battery kill switch will be, and that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to keep plugging away at this thing, and I'll be back with an update in a little bit. Alright, so I got the charge pipe mounted up, just one of them. I did a little more wire tucking, but I also got the ECU mounted up underneath, and I had to make an order because I was missing my clutch slave assembly here. There's a rubber gasket that goes right here on the clutch slave line. It's missing, so I went to go bleed it, and that started leaking. But I ordered some stuff, and it should be here Saturday. So I will get back at this one Saturday, because in the meantime, there's not a whole lot else I can do. So I will see you guys then.